What's up, my dudes? How's it going today? dakblake here, and today we're looking at some secrets to Bendy and the Dark Revival. That's right, today we are looking at something called the Archive, which is like a secret set of newspaper clippings that give us the backstory for Bendy and the Dark Revival. Now, I think this is like kind of hidden on the website as well, so like in joeydrewstudios.com, you don't really get to see the archive. There's no like button to click, but they tweeted it out like, hey, here's the archive, come look at it. So today's the goal is we're just gonna look at this archive. We're gonna, read it together, and then we're gonna look at some other, I think like tweets that they sent out that were like pictures that showed us a bunch of story. So let's hang out and find out a bunch of stuff to prepare for November 15th when the game actually comes out. All right, so we're about to take a journey through time and start way back in the day when Joey Drew Studios was beginning. So this is the press archive of property of Joey Drew Studios. So we're gonna go forth and look at this. So first off, it is very blurry other than specific little things. So this is what we're looking at here today, but like, I think it says, yeah, the date is 1947, September 25th, 1947. You see, in this course of history, an unmanned plane just crossed the Atlantic. And now we're gonna be looking at history now interweaved with Joey Drew Studios. So let's begin. So it says the studio behind Bendy is reportedly experiencing financial difficulty and is looking for additional sources of revenue to prop up its sagging finances. Founded by Joey Drew in 1929, the cartoon studio is best known for Bendy, an impish cartoon character who often gets himself into trouble. According to recent reports coming from the studio, it seems that trouble is spreading like spilled ink. Okay. So it's literally everybody in the studio is like, there's ink spilling everywhere. And the journalists are like, that's probably a metaphor. Yes, all right. One employee who asked to remain anonymous told the Telegram that he doubts the company will be able to sustain much longer. Some of the reasons given for financial difficulties are rocketing expenses related to what he referred to as Joey's folly. When asked for clarification, he confusingly told us that he feared the machine and didn't want to comment further. This fits with other stories we've heard coming from inside the studio, and we've reached out to Joey Drew for his usual round of reassuring rebuttals. However, this time, he has yet to respond as of this edition. Ooh. So this would be the beginning of the destruction. Joey Drew working with all of this, ink and bringing things to life and, making all of this research kind of interweave into the cartoons, right? Everybody who's working here is kind of like, I thought we were making cartoons. What is going on with all this ink stuff? Man, it does really paint like a picture, and I like how they weaved it into actual history here. But man, okay, so it was founded obviously in 1929, but this is 1947. How many years had passed? Hold on, I gotta do the math. This is like 18 years? 18 years till this point, and now we're going to, what year is this? So on the bottom it says this is July 29th, 1948. Ooh, okay, here we go. We're getting a good look at things. Bendy goes bankrupt. All right, so this is supposed to be like the ominous piece of news, right? The cartoon studio shuts its doors for good. This actually looks like it's gonna be like super long. Okay, so I guess we're gonna get a whole New York World Telegram set 1948 about Joey Drew Studios. So New York, Joey Drew Studios, the studio behind the popular cartoon character Bendy, has filed for bankruptcy. Despite long-term denials of financial hardships from the owner and creator, Mr. Joey Drew of the company has been rocketed by financial trouble for many years, according to our sources. And we have yet to confirm exactly when or how these difficulties began. However, many suspect the war years took their toll. Oh, okay, so this is wait, what is it? 1948, right? You see, World War II of this. I feel like we're having a history lesson. I'm like, hey, welcome to class, everybody. This is history. Please take out your notes. We have a test today. World War II ended in September 2nd of 1945. So if we go back to this one, this was 1947. This is 2 years after the war. But then you go over here, and it's basically saying like, hey, it turns out Joey Drew Studios actually had little money after the war, and now it's finally, they're out of money. So this would basically be like almost 3 years after World War II here. It said company assets, including the studio location on Broadway and land holdings in New Jersey, are set to be liquidated to help pay the company's debtors. The bulk of the deficit is owed to the Gent Corporation of Brooklyn. Wait a minute. Okay. This is actually pretty big because the Gent Corporation is literally everything that's in the studio, right? It's like the pipes that you're holding. We saw it in the trailer that when we went back. The trailer had one of the pipes that you could upgrade. So this is actually a lot of story here. Hold on, I'm excited. It says the Gent Corporation of Brooklyn, who supplied much of the company's equipment. Reports from the studio's creditors describe a scene of utter chaos at the secretive studio in the last couple of years. One woman who wished to remain anonymous stated that for a cartoon studio that made such lighthearted entertainment for children, behind the scenes, it was dark and gloomy. I felt strongly that something wasn't right there. So as the story continues on, back from the glorious days of the old in 1929, right? They were just a cartoon studio making some lighthearted cartoons, but then the main person, Joey Drew, started getting evil. So it continues on. Another man who was also wished to remain nameless gave a public rebuttal of Mr. Drew's the just a pencil and a dream philosophy. Oh, okay. See, Mr. Drew, I think it's almost like a pillar of comparing almost like Disney. Like Disney is supposed to be such a wondrous, like, oh, look, it's so nice and but then it's like if behind the scenes, what if something corrupt was going on? It's all about money or all about doing some sort of side project. That's kind of what this whole thing is. So another man said, Mr. Drew, the pencil can be erased. Mistakes can be removed and revisions made to suit the changing landscape of your world. But ink stains forever. Ink creates truths that cannot be erased or altered. Ink is permanent, just like the effect you've had on everyone around you and your studio. Mr. Drew, your world is not a world of graphite, but ink. Ooh, this guy was trying to fight. He was like, hey, you said you have a pencil and a dream. Your dream could be altered and stuff, but no. That ink, that is hurting people. I mean, it's true. And I mean, you can see all the destruction that has now resulted of this whole thing. So it goes on to say, these and many other reports from behind the scenes have given a studio of an aura of infamy and mystery lately, a striking contrast to the lighthearted subject matter of the products. Many are now asking just what was going on in the studio. There are talks of investigation, but as of yet, nothing has come of them at the time of this writing. One of the major contributors to the bankruptcy may have been the ambitious amusement park. Oh, Bendyland. Wait, what? So wait, okay, hold on. Are we going to Bendyland? Have we seen Bendyland? Have I forgot about this? It's kind of weird because the last time I played Bendy and the Ink Machine was like 4 years ago. 4 years have passed since I've played Bendy and the Ink Machine. So I'm trying to, give like a refresher in my mind. I'm excited for November 15th when we're going back into the game. But Bendyland, that's new, right? So, I mean, maybe it never got made because it's an ambitious amusement park, Bendyland. Like, oh, he wanted to do that, but never got to. It says that had been reportedly been in full production before the war. Another possible contribution are many rumored secret projects. Mr. Drew once remarked to the press, "You are about to see something amazing, a leap forward for the entertainment industry like nothing before. Cartoons will come to life." Oh, cartoons will come to life, literally. Oh my gosh. What he meant by that is anyone's guess now. The revealing of perhaps an ugly backstory to the studio is a surprise to many who have long felt the beloved cartoons were a part of their lives. Bendy, Boris the Wolf, and Alice Angel and their friends have been entertaining kids and adults alike for 20 years. So if you were a kid in this, era, right? Imagine you're watching, I guess, in 1930 something, right? And you're a kid and you're watching, and now it's 1948, and you're like, dang, it's been a long time. It's kind of like if you've watched SpongeBob and then all of a sudden you realize like, oh, behind the scenes, SpongeBob was really dark or something. They were trying to bring SpongeBob to life. So it says, we've reached out to Joey Drew for a comment, but have yet to hear from him. In fact, no one can seem to find him. The mystery deepens. I wonder if there's like a way to kind of like unblur this. I want to read what the rest that they wrote. I wonder if it's just all gibberish. Like they just wrote random stuff and they're like, and we're going to blur that. So it looks like there's a full article. All right. So I think this is the last one that we have currently. I think they're going to release another article like on like the 12th, November 12th or something, kind of really close to the release date. I just wanted to, you know, talk about this because it felt like we could hang out, kind of learn the story again together and refresh ourselves as we go in. But I think, yeah, I think this is the last one. So let's savor this one before we go into the other images. So what year is this? It says this is April 14th, 1962. Dang. This is like 14 years later. Whatever happened to Joey Drew Studios? Remember Bendy? Many are too young to remember, but there was a time when the antics of Bendy and his crazy friends entertained the masses in packed theaters before the feature. For a brief time in the mid-1930s, it was more common to see a Bendy short than any other cartoon. Such was his popularity. But unlike other characters of the time who remain cultural icons and still entertain children on television to this day, Bendy has all but disappeared. It's kind of like this would be an article kind of remembering an old cartoon that everybody knows but nobody hears of anymore. And it seems like maybe other, I guess, cartoons are still kind of playing or you'll still see them here and there, but Bendy's almost gone. Like it's almost been wiped, right? Like on the bottom now, it has like, you know, cultural stuff. Does your radio or TV need repairs? It's like, hey, you got broken TVs, huh? Hey, it's 1962 now. But it continues to say, Joey Drew, the man behind Bendy, created the character and animated his first short, Little Devil Darlin', with sound in 1929, forming Joey Drew Studios with a business partner. I can't even read. Forming Joey Drew Studios with a business partner. Did we read about his business partner? I feel like, I can't remember. Was that one guy who was like the villain in one of the chapters? It was like Sully or something. I can't, oh, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Okay, so I Googled it. Was it Henry Stein? Is that who we played as in the first game, Bendy and the Ink Machine? Henry Stein, or is that another person? I don't think I can find who the business partner is. I think Henry Stein, who we play as in chapter 1, is just a friend. He was an animator that worked at the studio. Like, I feel like that's almost a secret. Studios with a business partner, huh? Maybe the business partner was Gent Studios, right? So the cartoon proved popular, and the New York-based company grew along with a string of zany, albeit slightly macabre cartoon. Jeez, this is a complicated sentence. Let me read it again. The cartoon proved popular, and the New York-based company grew along with a string of zany, albeit slightly macabre cartoons featuring beloved characters such as Boris Wolf and Alice Angel. Okay. I feel like right now, making this video, it almost feels like when you're in class and you're reading and you're really trying not to make any errors, you know? I'm trying to read right now without messing up and rereading the sentence over and over again. Just imagine a video and you're like, dakblake, why do you keep starting the sentence over again? Nah, I could do it. By 1940, Bendy was a staple, and the company was producing comic books, toys, and all sorts of Bendy-related memorabilia. There were even plans for a Bendy-themed amusement park. However, the company began to hit a downturn during World War II. As the country went to war, animators were harder to come by, and even ink proved hard to procure. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, ink proved hard to procure, so the company re-released many of its old cartoons, some of them for the last time, to entertain the troops, sell war bonds, and keep the company's wheels turning. After the war, the company fell upon rough times and declared bankruptcy in 1948. Since then, barring one or two minor attempts to rekindle the magic, Bendy had all but disappeared from the popular culture. His creator, Joey Drew, once a public figure, remains elusive and has not been heard from in years. So it's almost like he disappeared. I kind of forgot what happened to him, but in the whole story of Bending the Ink Machine, it's kind of complicated with how it works with like the time loop and getting kind of stuck and everything, right? So it's pretty, it's really complicated, but really interesting. It seems that the antics of Bendy and his friends are now all but forgotten, and all that remains today might be an old comic book and a dusty Bendy doll lingering in the shadows of your parents' attic. However, you never know. Cartoons never die. So this is all really cool. I feel like we can connect to this a little bit more since it's been so long since Bendy and the Ink Machine came out. It kind of feels like we almost connect to these articles, right? Like what happened to Joey Drew Studios? And the last time I played the game was 4 years ago, and now it's kind of like it's coming back. It's like we're reading about it again, you know? Like, hey, yeah, what did happen to that? And so that was the last one. It says return later for more. So there's gonna be one more, I think, for the articles. I don't know how much information is going to be released, but let's look at the other stuff. So right here I have a bunch of what is it, I guess biographies of all the characters. We're gonna read that real quick, and then we're gonna look at some screenshots that they sent out for the game, and then maybe we can find some stuff. So first off, let's read about our characters here. First off, we got Allison Angel. So it's basically saying she was once this cartoon character. She has a heart for setting things right and is willing to fight for it. So it says she may have useful information for any newcomers to the studio. Listen carefully. I think, are these tips? Her protective companion is a cute, mute, deadly wolf. A cute, mute, deadly wolf. That is a descriptor of Boris. Oh, wait. She calls him Tom. Wait, is that... Hold on, am I thinking of the wrong person? Oh no, okay, it says, Henry, why do you call him Tom? He just seems to respond to it. Oh, okay. I get it now, okay. So, I guess Tom is Boris, and if you're thinking about everybody who's coming to life and being almost like turned into cartoons here, it makes a lot more sense, you know? So, a master of shadows. She is always at the center of rebellion against evil. So, this is gonna be our main help throughout the story. Okay, let's go to the next one. We got Porter. Now, this one is new. We saw this in the, what is it, the trailer. This one is basically, I think, gonna help us, right? So I think he's like one of the ink monsters, right? But he's nice. It says he has some semblance of humanity. So what are the tips? It says self-proclaimed adventurer and studio explorer. So he's exploring the studio, doing whatever he wants. He's a lone survivor up here doing stuff. It says rumor has it Porter has mysterious powers of his own. Oh, powers that may be passed on to the right individual. Oh, I so when they tweeted this out, they're giving us secrets. I know it. Oh man. Oh, but it says accident prone. Keep an eye out. Oh no. Do we have to keep him alive? Is this kind of like an escort mission? You know, we meet him and he's like, hey, if you keep me alive, I'll give you some powers. But throughout the story, you gotta keep watch. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, that's kind of scary. I feel like we're gonna have our heartstrings pulled in this story. We're gonna be connecting with a lot of characters. And then we finally have Audrey, which is our character, studio newcomer. So she was an animator and she's determined to survive the dark monster. Oh, she's learning about the dark monsters of the studio. So let's see what the tips are. It says Audrey's arrival to the ink world has given her some uniquely mysterious powers. Ooh. It says the terrors that she will face will test her in every way possible. So basically telling us, you know, get ready for the game. There's a new evil at work in the studio. Only Audrey can stop it. Why? Why can only Audrey stop it? Is there some sort of story element there? Is it because she's the creator of something that maybe she's the only one that can stop it? I mean, she was an animator. I guess we'll have to find out. So those are all the characters. This is the things that they tweeted out. It says, please have your identification ready, Gent. So this is like the Gent Corporation. So we have contraband, the things that were taken away. We have an axe here. We have one of the records. And then, oh, isn't that secret thing? That like when you look through it, you could see all the secrets? What was that? I can't remember, but that was like a really cool thing. So it says here, Deep 6, level badge. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have little zones. So you have to have a Deep 6 level badge required beyond this point. Whoa. I think how the game is gonna work is that we're gonna get to this area. We're gonna realize like, hey, I need a badge. And then we're gonna go to a different area in order to get the badge, probably come back here, open up this area and kind of continue through. It's gonna be almost like, you know, little puzzles here and there going back and forth. Wow, okay. The next one is this grand table, and there's like donuts here. Looks delicious. We got our beans over here. We looks like some gross looking cake, but you know, maybe it's tasty. There's also one thing I do notice is a giant chair over here. I mean, you got all these little chairs, right, for sitting, and it seems like everybody would show up. But like this giant chair, it's either for somebody really important or somebody really giant, right? Oh man. So I don't think there's anything else really to dissect in this one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we got Animation Alley, where magic is made. It looks like we have one of the monsters here that we're gonna have to fight. He doesn't look like Porter. We also have all of the characters kind of here in the background. What else? Ooh, we have something. I don't know what it's saying. Is it card exchange? Is it third exchange? I don't know what that is. We have to do something in exchange there. Huh. We got ink leaking from the walls. We got flowers growing in places. That looks pretty cool. But, oh, right here. This is the upgrade machine. Yeah, it's just right out in the open. You got secrets kind of just hidden there. So I think this is the upgrade machine that we're going to get to like infuse some power into our stuff. You know, maybe I'm wrong though. I don't want to make all these claims like, yep, that is the upgrade machine. And then it comes out and it's like, this is the thing where you just electrify it once. That's it. I don't know. I think that's what I'm thinking it is. So, I guess we'll see as well. Ooh, okay. Now this one looks creepy. This is, the Gent Corporation. Oh man, this is like a crisper image too. Condemned, effective October 31st. 1952. And there seems to be just like a bunch of creepy stuff. There's like, what is it? Ink leaking out here. There's just a plant sitting on like a platform. And again, please have your identification ready, gent. Huh. And I really hope it's gent and not like Ghent. Why would it be Ghent though? I mean, it could be. I don't know. I'm already like pre-preparing myself for comments like dakblake, it's Ghent or something like that. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything else kind of secret in here other than kind of like a welcome area. Maybe this is like walking into the Gent Corporation, right? Then we got this one, which looks very mysterious. It's an inkwell, a patented ink delivery system. Safety instructions. Carefully position your ink collection method beneath flow nozzle. Do not remove your ink collection method until ink has completely ceased to flow. Clean the nozzle weekly to prevent blockage. Ignore any voices coming from the pipe. Oh gosh. Oh man. Slowly pour any excess ink into the drainage pan. They're just ignoring this whole thing right there. Ignore any voices. Don't listen to them. Designed by the Gent Corporation. Huh. Seems like that's gonna be a big thing on this one. Oh, and I guess that is the last image. I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm fully prepared yet, but I feel like that's almost better. I feel just like I'm anticipating the game coming out, you know? So that's basically it. We got all the secrets here. What do you guys think? Do you think that I got things right, or do you think that I got things wrong? Do you have any ideas of the story or how things should be changed, right? What do you think is gonna happen? Nevertheless, I hope I made you smile here today. I hope you're excited and hyped for the game. And I hope you subscribed. I hope you joined the DAC Pack. It's going to 2 million. I thank God every day I'm able to do things like this. Just kind of connecting, hanging out. We're just having fun. And hopefully on November 15th, we can hang out and play the game together. So I'll see you in the next episode. Probably coming up right now. I'll see you there. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, peace out, my dudes.